All of the information I've been entering into the various fields is sent to the CNC machine as G&M code. Let's take a look at how to generate the code, and I'll explain how it relates to the values I've been setting up to this point. First, I'll open the parameters for the first operation, the manual entry. This manual entry toolpath allows the addition of code as comment or as actual G&M code. I always add comments to the start of my program to help anyone reading it to understand the program. For this part, I simply add a description of what the manifold is for. I'll close this window, then select all operations. To create or post the code, I'll select the Post Selected Operations icon. The Post Processor window will open and I'll accept its default settings. Then I'll save the NC file and the Code Expert window will open. Notice how the first and the last line of code are the percent signs. These are communication flags for the CNC machine. They tell the machine to prepare to receive the program and are also known as the start flag. And when the code is complete, it's known as the end flag. Not all machines require the percent symbol at the start and at the end of the code. I'll move this code window over and I'll make it a bit narrower. At this point, I'll open the Tool Settings window and bring back the code window so I can compare the two. Immediately after the percent sign is the program number 0706, as was assigned here. All Fanuc programs start with the letter O and then the number. The letter O and the number 0 cannot be interchanged. After you've read a few programs, you'll notice that they have a different appearance. The number 0 is more of an oval shape than the letter O. Next are the program comments in round brackets. The machine will ignore these as they are for us humans. Notice the material comment, which comes from here. I'll close the Machine Group Properties window and open up the parameters for the facing operation. Again, notice the tool comment, as it relates to the Tool tab page. Lines 8 and 9 are safety lines. I'll skip over these for now. Line 12, T1M6, tells the machine to place tool number 1, our 4-inch face mill, into the spindle. So T1 says go get tool number 1, and the M6 says put it in the spindle. The T1 comes from the tool number here. In line 13, the spindle speed, S1050, comes from the spindle speed field. Here. The plunge feed rate of 20 can be seen here on the 16th line of code. The M3 comes from the spindle direction of clockwise. The 11th line of code has our comment from here. In the 14th line of code, the H1 comes from the length offset field here. Together with the G43, it tells the machine to go and get the length of this tool from the height offset registry where it is stored in the CNC machine. The Z.3125 value is from the linking parameters page. Because this retract value is set to incremental, and as the code is in absolute, the 0.3125 value is the sum of the top of stock value, the 1/16th, and the 0.25 retract value. I know the Z.3125 is an absolute, or calculate it from the part Z0, because G90 code on line 13 sets the machine to work in absolute values. Next, on line 50, the Z.625 is the sum of the top of stock and the feed plane. We'll look at this code again later. For now, I'll close the toolpath parameters window and the code window.